So Nick, I guess this isn't the result you were hoping for.
It's a result that surprises me a little bit. I'd like to say that I'm very grateful for all the support I have received during the campaign, and I also think that we've achieved something here which I did set out to do, and that was to have a really good public debate about issues that matter to me and to thousands of others in the district. And I think that this campaign has brought out the best in all of us having that debate, so I'm satisfied with what I've done.
Would you have played it differently if you had another go?
No, I don't think so. I think that possibly I misread the signals about people's sensitivity around water pollution and airport growth, and perhaps I over-egged that particular pudding, but no, I felt strongly about those issues, and I felt that they did need that debate that we spoke about, and we did it. I think that all of the councillors engaged, all of the candidates engaged in a way that they perhaps haven't done before, and so no, I wouldn't do it differently next time around.
I guess one thing your campaign has highlighted is the differences and divisions in our communities around growth and around how it's paid for. Do you feel optimistic that we can reach a compromise on those things, or do you think it's going to be them and us?
It's very hard to tell, isn't it, at this point? I'm not quite sure that the re-elected members of the council are going to want to change course. I know that there's still going to be a lot of pressure from the community to engage it perhaps more thoroughly than before on key issues like airport growth. So maybe there will be some compromise there or some accommodation of community views in a way that wasn't perhaps contemplated before. But we do know we've got a council that's largely re-elected, and it had been on a particular course for quite some time, and I can't really see it changing dramatically the direction that it had already taken.
Do you have a gut feel as to where your support mainly came from? Do you think you had a lot of support in Wanaka, for instance?
I would have hoped so, but I think the results belie that. I think that the support base in Wanaka was much weaker than we anticipated, so it's difficult to know where the support base lay. It probably is around the periphery of the district, and more so in Wanaka than Queenstown, but it wasn't as strong in Wanaka as I had anticipated.
Having entered the political arena, have you got a taste for it? Will you stick around and fight again, do you think?
I thoroughly enjoyed it, to tell you the truth. I really did enjoy going out and meeting people and getting into those far-flung corners of the district and learning about issues and meeting folk, and I enjoyed it enough to not rule it out for a repeat at another time, but at this stage I don't have any real plans.
And any surprises from the campaign, any ways in which it was different to what you were expecting?
Not really. I think that, no, I can't really say there were any surprises. Not really.
It wasn't more difficult or easier than you expected?
No, it didn't require as much, effort as I suppose I was prepared to put into it. I think that maybe I cruised a wee bit too much. So no, it was a nice campaign. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed meeting everybody. I enjoyed those town hall debates that we had amongst ourselves, including the three mayoral candidates. I think we had a good time.
Have you had a chance to speak to Jim Bolt since the election came out?
No.
The results came out?
No, I haven't.
And you think things will be okay between the two of you?
Oh yes, I would expect so. He's a professional and I'm a professional, and we had a good time together, I think, on the stage. I think I have a great deal of respect for him, and I hope that he has for me. And good luck, Jim, basically, is what I would like to convey.
And finally, are you optimistic for a good outcome for Queenstown and Wanaka, in spite of these differences that we've discussed?
No, I wouldn't say I'm optimistic. No, I'd say that there's considerable disruption lurking in the wings for us on a number of fronts. I think that the council's determination to fight the ORC on a right to pollute permit is going to detract from its resources and where its real focus should be. I think that the growth in the airports, both in Wanaka and Queenstown, is going to be quite a bruising process for the community. And obviously the visitor levy will have a very narrow base, and it will probably come in much harder than perhaps it may have done prior to the campaign, and that will have a very detrimental effect on the accommodation sector.